Jets. Clay and I talk about the Jets a whole lot, obviously. From the outside looking in, what are the strengths of this roster? What are you looking at as this Jets team in 2021? Who are they? Are you concerned? Do you think the Patriots are going to, handle business fairly easily? Where are you at with the Jets from a Patriots perspective?
Well, look, games against the Jets as sort of a Patriots fan and observer, they always terrify me. Divisional games are always tough. I mean, it doesn't matter, how the teams might look on paper. These are teams that know each other. These are coaching staffs that know each other, even though, look, you get Robert Saleh coming in. Like, these are teams and organizations that are familiar with each other. And I love what the Jets have done this offseason. I mean, granted, Zach Wilson was my QB3, but people had him QB1, QB2, wherever you want to rank him. I think he made a ton of sense for the Jets. I love Alijah Vera-Tucker. I absolutely love that selection for them, because now you're looking at potentially a situation where you've got that left side of the offensive line locked up for maybe the next decade. Mm-hmm. And I know people have said, how could you trade up for a guard? You got to protect your quarterback. I mean, I just put a piece up today on Burrow, Tua, Herbert, how some of those guys struggled against pressure, whereas Herbert, one of his best games last year, whether it was just pure production numbers, whether it was EPA per play, whatever, was when he was pressured the most. You've got to be able to handle pressure, but you've also got to be able to protect your quarterback. And I think the Jets, getting Alijah Vera-Tucker, what they did was a very smart move to lock down the left side of that offensive line. I love the Elijah Moore pick. I came in, you guys were talking about what he offers to the offense. If you start thinking about schematically, those boots, those rollouts, those flood concepts, getting that backside slaughter, that backside Z, working across the field on that over, that crosser, and then attacking that route, that's Justin Jefferson money. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that you can build an offense around. And then, of course, all those change of direction routes, the pivots, the whips, the mesh returns and stuff like that. That's those option routes. Those are how you move the chains in this era on 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. He's going to be Zach Wilson's best friend. So I love what they've done this offseason. Are there concerns? Yeah. I mean, the right side of the offensive line, there's still some questions there, although with the addition of Alijah Vera-Tucker, you can fill some stuff in there. I love the Carl Lawson side, and I think the defense is a little bit better. If you get a healthy Chris Herndon for 17 games, that will be a huge part of this as well. I really like Christopher Herndon. I'm a big fan of his game. I thought he showed a lot of flashes and promise at times. So this is a roster that, look, are the Jets going to be a playoff team this year? Probably not. But have they built something where 2022 and beyond, this could be a team in contention year in and year out? Absolutely. And so I think the future of this Jets organization very much terrifies me as a Patriots fan.
I gotta say, Luke, before you go any further, I gotta say, hearing that from a non-Jets fan sounds so good.
I mean, as a Patriots guy, I knew these days were coming when, the other three teams were going to be a lot better than the Patriots faced over, say, a good portion of that Brady Belichick run. And you look at Josh Allen, what the Bills have built. You look at what the Dolphins have started to put together. Obviously, Tua is a big question mark. And then, like I just talked about with the Jets, there could potentially be three better teams than the Patriots in the AFC East, maybe as early as next season. I mean, a lot of it all depends on these young quarterbacks and how they pan out. But I'm terrified of what the Jets are building. I think Miami's building some strong stuff down in Miami. And look, the Bills made it to the AFC Championship game, and they pretty much brought the band back for the next season. So if Josh Allen stays good, that's going to be a tough team too.